So today I think I'm going to talk about this thing. This, right here, is the B-1 Bravo Lancer. It is a long-range, multi-mission, supersonic, conventional bomber built and incepted in 1985 by the United States government and the Air Force. Nicknamed the Bone, because why not? Now, it was originally slated for nuclear capability, but they ultimately switched it back to conventional combat role in the mid-1990s. Now, in 1999, during Operation Allied Force, 6 B-1 Bravos flew 2% of all strike missions during the entire operation, yet they managed to drop 20% of all ordnance across all missions. That's 20% of all ordnance with only 2% of the strike missions. You could say that the Bone Train was dropping loads everywhere they went. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, 2004, the Air Force proposed the B-1 Romeo. Yeah, that's the Bone with an R at the end of it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and just spell what that might be on your own. I don't think I need to tell you. Anyway, so part of the upgrades for this thing were going to be to remove the GE F101 turbofan engines and replace them with the Pratt & Whitney F119s out of the F-22 Raptor. Yeah, they're going to put the same engines from the scariest thing in the sky since the Cretaceous period into this thing. Because America. God, I love it here. Now, the F-119 from Pratt & Whitney does weigh about 500 pounds less than the GE F-101. It also produces about 4,200 pound-feet more thrust with afterburner and about 8,600 pound-feet more thrust dry, so at cruising speed, potentially moving the flying phallus with no ordnance at Mach 2.2 at cruising altitude, which is just absolutely mind-boggling. I need you guys to understand that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Now, what on earth could they possibly do to this thing that is crazier than throwing the F-119 Pratt & Whitney engines in it? Well, they were going to put better electronics and a better radar system in it so that they could use the Fox 3 AIM-120 AMRAAM missile. Because why not? They claim it was for self-defense. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm the flying phallus traveling at Mach 2.2 and I'm going somewhere, I'm going there for self-offense. I don't need missiles for self-defense. Thank you very much. Now, when the idea was originally incepted, it was originally supposed to be released or at least flying in the air by 2015, but nothing ever really came of it, and it's kind of unfortunate because we missed out on a really great opportunity to have the greatest named aircraft in the history of ever, and I'm really upset about it. We could have had the Boner, the flying phallus, the B-1 Romeo Lancer, call it whatever you will, that's what it was. Now, I do kind of have a theory on why they scrapped the whole project in the first place. It could have been that it was just too much money to try and upfit the already existing B-1 Bravo when we already also have the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. Or, my personal favorite, I think the military and the government knew that the military is just a bunch of weapons-grade children and they didn't really want to deal with getting bullied the entire time. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to either. So anyway, so that's the story of the super flying phallus, the B-1 Romeo that we never got. There was never even a prototype built. It's unfortunate. I wish they would have. It would have been amazing, only because the name is hilarious and I like saying flying phallus. But if you guys want to learn more about something, if there's a historical figure or historical event that you want to learn more about, drop it down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, let me know. Thanks, and have a great day on Storytime.